Alright, now let's get working on the number plate lights. So let's take the rear bumper right now. Let's go into edit mode. Alright, yeah, to this side. Let's get onto this side. Let's take these four. Just zoom in and let me see. Alright, so let me take all of these. I don't know, press shift and D and press P to separate the selection. I'm going to take this one, go into edit mode. I'm going to take all of this, press S and Y, type in 0. I'm going to do the same thing here, S and Y, type in 0, S and Z, type in 0, and S and Z, and type in 0. I'm going to dissolve this edge and dissolve that edge. Alright, so now I'm just going to eyeball where this is actually sitting, because I don't have any blueprint showing me where this is. I don't think I do I? Okay, it's showing over here, but not too much, so we cannot work with that. Alright, so let's just work with this. So I'm going to pull this all the way back here. Alright, now this is where the number plate is sitting, so it ends about right here. The number plate ends about right here, so this is slightly above it. Alright, so that is like 2 times above it. So I'm going to take this one and pull it down to about here, and then taking a look up here as well. I think this one also moves up to about this point right here, and I think that should be about it. Let me just move it up a little bit more, and let me move this down a little bit more. I'm going to take this, move it in the y-axis just a little bit more, like that. I'm going to take everything, move it in the y-axis like that. Take all of this, move it in the y-axis like that, and there we go. So I'm going to take all of this now. Now all that I'm going to do is I'm going to press, let me put up the subdivision surface for now. Let's remove the shrink wrap, both of them. And now let's remove the group as well. We don't need that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press I to set the faces. I'm going to set it to about the size of the light, as in the size of the light in the inner area. So let me just insert that again. I'm going to insert it, I think, to about, I think that is about it, like that. Alright, so let me just take everything and move it in the x-axis. Come on, x-axis. Let me get to the back view. Let me see. So I want to move it to about here. I think it should be good. Now I'm going to add in one in the middle here, and I think I'll pull it out just a little bit, like that. Now I'm going to take all that face and I want to extrude it in the x-axis, like that. Alright, that is good. I'm going to take all of these, come on, all of these edges. Okay, so edge select mode, all of these edges, and I'm going to move it in the x-axis all the way to that point, like that. Alright, nice. So what we're going to do next is let's enable the, or maybe, okay, yeah, let's enable the subdivision surface. And this is what we have. I need it at level 1 on both. And let's add in about, I don't know, let's add in about 10 of these. Yeah, so let's add in 10 and let's deselect the top and bottom. I mean 2 of them on each side, and dissolve the rest. And let's add in 5 on this side, and let's dissolve this one. Alright, so there we go. That is looking good. Now I'm going to click on object and select shade smooth, and you can see that is looking great. Now all that we're going to do next is, let me get in here. I'm going to press Ctrl and R3 here. I'm going to add one in the middle here, and I think that is pretty good. Alright, let me see. Let me just press Ctrl and R3 here, add one here. I'm going to pull it close to this area to about this point, and I'm going to add one in the middle. So let me see. Let me just get here. Let me put one in the middle here. I don't know if that is necessary, but okay, so I don't think I need that. I'm going to remove it. Let me try putting one up here. Alright, so let me see if I can move it in the x-axis just a little bit. Okay, that is good. Alright, so now we're going to work with this area right here. So I'm going to take all of these. Let's go to vertex select mode. I'm going to select all of these. Alright, including the ones in the middle. And let me see. Let me just extrude this in the x-axis all the way inside. Let me put up the subdivision surface, and I want to extrude it again in the x-axis all the way inside like that. and I want to extrude it in the x-axis all the way inside. Now let me just hide this real quick so we can work with only this one. Alright, so this is what we have, and just pull it out to about here. And let me bring back the subdivision surface. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl and R through here. And I'm going to add one pretty close to this area. And I'm going to press Ctrl and R through here. I'm going to add one very close to this area. Now let me see. I'm going to dissolve this one right here. And let me see. Well, let me just add one close to that area. So I'm going to press Ctrl and R through here. Add it close to this area right here. Very nice. Alright, I want to take all of these ones as well. And I want to press I to insert the faces. Just a little bit like that. And then just press the subdivision surface to bring it back again. And that is what we have going on. Now let me press Alt and H to bring the red bumper. I'm going to take this and let me go in here. Alright, so let me just press, let me see. Let me deselect everything and select this one right here. I'm going to press Ctrl and plus to select everything in the inside, and then I'm just going to deselect these ones. Let me see, Ctrl and minus. Yeah, so I'm just going to deselect those ones, and I'm going to move it in the x-axis outside until it's sitting right on top of the red bumper, like that. So that is the area where the light is going to be sitting. I don't know if it's too deep inside or if it's enough, but I'm pretty sure it's enough. So let's see. I'm just going to edit mode again. Let's add in the lights now. So this shouldn't be too difficult. Or let me just select all of these over here, and I'm gonna press Shift and D to duplicate it. Alright, and let me just keep it up here. I think we have 4 lights going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'm gonna scale this in the z-axis to about something like this, and let me just press E and then extrude this in the x-axis outwards to about here, like this. And I'm gonna press Control. Oh, let me just hide everything else. All right. So let me just hide everything else. So we have only this one left. So I'm gonna select all of these. At the back, press X and delete the faces, like that. Let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. All right. So those are going to be the light bulbs. And just reselect them. I'm gonna pull it in the x-axis a little bit, and I'm gonna press Shift and D, and then Z. And then let's press Shift and R, and let's see how much that gives us. Not enough, so I'm going to try that again. Shift and D, and then Z, and Shift and R, and I think that is pretty much it. Yeah, well, let's try this one more time. Come on. Alright, so we're going to try this one more time. Shift and then D, move it in the Z axis. Shift and then R. And yeah, this time I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Let's try that again. Alright, Shift and D and then Z. I'm trying to get this as close as I can. So Shift and then R. Nope, that won't work. Shift and then D and then Z. Shift and then R. Too much. Shift and then D and then Z. Shift and then R. Alright, so that should be good enough. That is as close as we can get it. And that is what I'm going to go with. Alright, so there we go. So those are the light bulbs. Now one more thing we have to do now is to create the glass. So I'm going to take all of these ones here, these two here. And I'm going to press Shift and D to duplicate it. And maybe P to separate the selection. And let's just go in here. Let me take this one now. Let me enable this for you guys real quick. And what I'm going to do next is, let me see. First of all, let me just select all this and delete it. And I'm going to take this one. Press F to fill the faces, and press I to insert the faces. A little bit like that. I again to insert it, just a little bit like that. I'm going to take everything now. And I'm going to press E and then X and then pull this in to about this point, like that. So let me take a look at everything. Alright, not bad. So I'm just going to press Ctrl and R through here. Or maybe all that I'll do is, I don't know, we could keep it that way. Alright, so let's just keep it that way. Now I'm just gonna click on object and select shade smooths like that. Alright, so there it is. Now one more thing I have to do is to get to the back here. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to press F to fill it, and I'm going to press I to insert the faces just a little bit like that, and then I again to insert the faces just a little bit like that. Press X and delete the faces. So you can see what I did there. Let me show you again. So I'm going to press X and delete the faces. So I go rid of all of those faces. Now I'm going to press Ctrl and R through here. I'm going to add one all the way to the side and press Ctrl and R through the middle. So it looks like it's sitting on it like that. Alright, so that about does it for that area. Now what we're going to be working on is the headlights. The tail lights up here. But before we actually move on to that, let me rename this real quick. So I'm going to take this one. And where is it? Right there. So we're going to call it the rare. Let me see. Rare number plate light. So that's the rare number plate light. So I'm going to copy all of this one. Press Ctrl C. I'm going to press enter. Now I'm going to take this one right here. So that's the rare number plate light. And I'm going to take this, rename it, Ctrl V, and I'm going to call it glass. I'm just going to add glass to it, like that. And there we go. So all that is renamed. And if we hide the glass, you can see what we have in the inside, just like what we have going on over here. So that is great. I'm just press Alt and H to bring the glass back. Now let's work on the top here. That is this area. So it shouldn't be too difficult. I'm just gonna, explain to you guys how I do this. Let me just get a closer look. And yeah, it's not that visible, but I think it's pretty close enough for us to be able to tell what is going on in there. So let's see if we can make this. Now let me just get over here. I'm going to take all of this. Let me see. I'm going to take all of these over here. Okay, it selects all the way through. So I'm going to click on this one. And I'm going to hold down Control and click on this one right here to select that whole area. And I'm going to press Shift and D to duplicate it. And then P to separate the selection. I'm going to go in here as well. Let me see. This one is mirrored. So I'm going to take this all the way to the center, and I'm going to press Shift and D to duplicate it, and then P to separate the selection. Now I'm going to take this one, come on, I'm trying to select the line, okay, there we go, and then that one, and I'm going to press Ctrl and J to join it, like that, and let's get rid of the solidify. I don't think we need that right now. Alright, so let's go in here. This is all what we have. Give me sorry about that. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna take these two. Press Alt and M and choose out center. And let me see. We're gonna mirror this. So I'm gonna take all of these ones. Let me see. From here all the way to here. Nope. Let me see. Let me try that again. So again from here all the way to here. Press X and delete the vertices. So we have it only in the middle like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is to add in a mirror modifier. And I'm going to move that to the very top, like that. And I'm going to get rid of the shrink wrap modifier. I'm not sure. Yeah, so, okay, maybe let's keep it on for now. Let's keep it on for now. So what I'm going to do next is, let me see. Let me just, let me take these four and press F. And I'm going to take these two and press F all the way to here. Now you can see we need extra ones over here. So let me just add one in here. Pull it back to about this point. And I'm going to add in two. Take these two. Press F up to there. And let me just press Ctrl and R through here. Press E and then F. Align it with the bottom. And I'm going to take these four and press F. Let me move this up a little bit to about there. And now we need one more in the middle here, because as you can see we have a triangle going on. I don't know if that is a good idea, but I'm not sure. Let me try moving this away from it. I don't know if that will cause any problem, but I'm just gonna try and move it away from it. So let me just press G twice. I'm gonna pull it down, and then I don't know. Let's just fill this one for now. Alright, now let's take everything, press G twice. I'm gonna press E and then F, or let me see. Okay, let me get to the back. Let me get to the back view. So I'm gonna press let me see. Okay, you know, let's just keep it like that for now. Alright, so now we have to create the space for the light bulb in the middle. So in order to do that, let's get onto the back view again. I'm going to go into wireframe, and that is what we have in the reference image, right? I mean in the blueprint right there. Except the lower part in the blueprint is actually too thick. As you can see in the reference image, it's pretty thin. So that's what we're going to try to, you know, fix as we do this. So I'm going to take all of this, and I'm going to make this the top one, the active element. And let me see. Let me just, I don't know, let me see. Alright, let me take everything and let me insert. So first of all, let me take this, let me press G twice and press E and then F. I'm going to move this to about here. Take this, I'm going to press G twice and slide it up like that. So you can see we have a tiny gap going on there, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Or we'll try to fix it when we finish this. So I'm going to take everything, I'm going to press I to insert the faces to about, I don't know, to about there. I think there should be good, like that. Yeah, so I'm going to take this one, press G twice, and I'm going to slide it up to there, like that. And let me see. Alright, one more thing I didn't do. Let's undo this and let's insert this. Oh, you know what? Just redo that. Just redo that. We're gonna fix this ourselves. So let me just press the knife tool, and I want to cut this. Press C. Well, let me just do it here instead. Press C, cut it all the way to there. Press E, and do the same thing here, and then cut it all the way to there. So I want to take all of these, this and then that. Press Alt and M at last, and I'm gonna do the same with this, and then the same with this, like that. All right. So that is the area for our, I mean the edges we have going around this. I think it's too small, so let's see if we can actually increase this a little bit more. So let me see. Let me take all of these again, and let me just press I to insert it again. So just going to set it just a little bit more, like that. Let me take this, press G twice, move it up here. I'm going to take all of this and dissolve the edges, like that. And again we have to count this, so I'm going to do this again. Press E and press space to confirm. I'm going to take these to Alt and M at last, Shift and R, Shift and R. Alright, so I have to get rid of these ones as well. So these are vertices, and there we go. So this is what we have. I'm going to take all of these now, all the way. Oh, let me go over in here. Alright, so I'm going to take all of these, press G twice, I'm going to move it back to this point. I'm going to press S and then X and type in 0 to make it flat, like that. And that is what we have. So that is the space, that area, that is the area we're going to be using. And just press G twice and move this to about the middle. Press G twice, move this here, G twice, and move this here. Just move this here as well. Alright, let me see if we can move this all the way back, you know, just to make that area more sharp. And that is not bad. Alright, let me press Ctrl and R3 here. Add one in the middle of each of them, like that. And I want to take all of these, press Shift and D to duplicate it. Or let me just press Ctrl Z. And let me select all that and delete the faces, like that. Alright, not bad. Now I'm going to take all of these. I want to move it down in the Z axis a little bit, because I think it's too close. So I'm going to move it down in the Z axis, just a little bit like that. I think the gap is pretty good enough. Yep. Now let me go in here, let me see. Now let me just take these three, that is the ones over there, these three here. I'm going to press G twice and slide it back just to sharpen that area a little bit, like that. I think that is good. So let me just copy and apply the shrink wrap modifier, just to, you know, push everything to the surface like that. And yeah, everything is looking great. So now I just have to make the light in the middle. So I'm going to take all of this, I'm going to press Shift and D to duplicate it, and then P to separate the selection. So I'm going to take that new selection. Come on, there we go. I'm going to take that new selection. I'm going to take these four and press F. Take these two and press F all the way to the middle, like that. And what I'm going to do now is get onto the back, take everything. I'm going to press I to insert the faces to about there, like that. And let me see. Let me insert it just a little more. So insert it to a little bit more thicker, like that. And I'm going to press K, click here, press C, and then click here. Do the same thing here, press E, click here, and then click there, and press space to confirm it. I'm going to take these two, press Alt and M and choose at last, and I'm going to do the same thing here, Shift and R, like that. Alright, so I'm going to take all of these ones now, and what we're going to do now is to press, first of all, let me take all of this. Let me change the orientation to normal, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this in a little bit. First of all, let me get in here. Let me press Shift and D, alright, and then I'm going to press P to separate the selection, and now we have this one going on. Now we're going to take all of this one. Let's put off, first of all, let's apply the shrink wrap, and let's go in here. I'm going to take everything, and I'm going to pull it inwards. Let's hide this one. I'm going to take everything. I'm going to pull it inwards to about here, like this. That should be good. Now I'm going to take all of this, that is from here all the way to here, and I'm going to press E and extrude this in to about here. Why is that happening? I don't know why that was happening. Let me try that again. Okay, I have no clue why that is happening, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it when we finish this. So let's extrude this again. Alright, so I'm going to press E and extrude this in just a little bit like that. Let's put up the subdivision surface, and then I'm going to press, let me pull it in a little bit, and I'm going to press E again, extrude this in a little bit like that, and I'm going to press E and extrude this all the way in like that. That might actually be too far. Let me just pull it out just a little bit more, and there we go. So let me see, let me select these faces. I don't know why this is happening, but let's delete those faces, and let me see. Let's select all those vertices and press Alt and M and choose Merge by Distance, just in case we have some double vertices going on, which we don't. Now let's re-enable the Subdivision Surface. And let's click on Object and select Shade Smooth. Alright. Now what I'm going to do next is to take this and go all the way here. Come on. Wireframe. And take that. No, that. Oh, come on. This. So just reselect. Let's reselect it again. Let me put up the Subdivision Surface. So that's this vertex over here. And let's go all the way here. Hold on Control and Shift and select that one. There we go. Now I'm going to press I to insert it. Just a little bit like that. And I want to bring up the menu and disable boundary like that, just so it goes all the way through like that, as you can see. Alright, so that is good. Let's re-enable the Subdivision Surface, and there we go. So now I'm going to move on to the side. I'm going to take all of these. Oh, let's just keep it there. Let's take this one instead, and let's add in a solidify to this. So let me see, let me minimize the Subdivision Surface and the shrink wrap, and let's minimize the mirror. Now let's add in a solidify modifier. Let's press Ctrl and A, apply rotation and scale, and apply location. Now let me take a look at this thickness. Alright, not bad. I think it's pretty thick enough. So this is what I'm gonna go with, I think. So I'm gonna apply that. Let me apply the shrink wrap, the solidify, and I'm gonna press Ctrl and R through here. I'm gonna hide that, and I'm gonna take all of these, go over to the Object Data tab, and I'm gonna remove it from this one. I'm gonna press Alt and H to bring everything back, and I'm gonna remove that one as well. And there we go. So I'm gonna go into wireframe. I'm gonna select all of these vertices here. As you can see, there are faces going on here, so we're gonna delete those faces. And there we go. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take all of these ones and hide it, and I'm going to take all of these. Come on, what happened? Okay, yeah, we're going to hide the ones in the middle as well. Now I'm going to take all of these and I'm going to press I to insert the faces just a little bit like that, and I'm going to press I again to insert the faces just a little bit like that, and I'm going to press X and delete the faces. Alright, there we go. I'm going to press Alt and H. Oh no, let's do the same with the front side. So I'm going to take all of this, press I to insert the faces a little bit, press I again, insert it a little bit like that. I'm going to take all of this from here all the way to the middle, and I'm going to press G twice and slide it down to there like that, and just take this, slide it back and down and down, and there we go. Alright, let's go back here and re-enable the subdivision. Wait, it's enabled. And why is this looking like this? Let me try recalculate. Okay, let's press Alt and H to bring everything back. I'm pretty sure it's still flat. Let me press Shift and N. It's still flat. You know, I think this is happening because of the shrink wrap. So let's apply the shrink wrap modifier, and there we go. Much better. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all of this one and hide it, select all of these and press Alt and H to bring everything back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deselect these ones as well. Let me see. Okay, let me hide this one as well. Alright, and let me hide this as well again, and I'm going to take all of these. I'm going to press Alt and H, and I'm going to deselect the one in the middle here, and let me just pull this out a little bit like that, just a little bit like that, and let's get out of that, select this, click on object and select shade smooth. Let's take a look at how that looks, and yeah, I think it looks great. So let's press Alt and H to bring everything back, and that is what we're going for on that area. Alright, that's good. Now the few more things we have to do is to create the glass first, and in order to do that, what we're going to do is, let me press Alt and H to bring everything back. I'm going to take this one, let me go into edit mode. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to apply the shrink wrap modifier on it. Let me go into edit mode. Okay, so we have this going on already. So what I'm going to do is I am going to move this, or let me press E and then extrude this all the way out to be about the thickness that we have over here. That is the extrusion of the lights that we have over here. So I'm just going to pull it out to, I don't know, I don't think it's that thick, so I'm going to pull it down or just a little bit out. Let me pull it in a little bit more, so to something like that. Alright, so let me just press Ctrl and I to hide everything else. Let me work with this one alone, and let me move on to this area here. So I'm going to select all of these to the center here, and I'm going to press X and delete the faces like that. Alright, so there's just one more thing we have to do, and I think that would be to select, let me see, let me take all of these faces here to the center. Okay, that is the faces in the middle there, and I'm going to press, let me see, we have something going on in the middle here, so let's select all of that and delete the faces. Alright, so I'm going to take the faces in the middle again, that is all the way to here. Now I'm going to press Shift and D, and I'm going to leave it there, and now I'm going to use the arrow key to actually move it back, okay, just a little bit back, to create the thickness in the middle there. That is up to about this point. I think it should be good. I think that should be about the right thickness, or let me just move it in a little bit more. I think I'll leave it about here, like this. Should be good. Alright, okay, so all that I'm going to do now is to hide all of this, and I'm going to take all of these ones over here, and let me see, let me just select, let me press Alt and H. I'm going to take all of these ones, press P and separate the selection. Now I'm going to take this one, let me go in here, let me see, let me add in 4 in here, and let me add in 2 in here, 2 in here, and 2 in there. So let me just get out of that, and let me see, let's increase, let me see, I think we have optimal display enabled, so let me just increase the viewport to, I think that is enough. I don't know, let's try 3. Okay, yeah, 2 is definitely enough, so let's go with 2. And then I'm gonna apply that at level 2, that is subdivision level 2. Hold on, there's something going on. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so just apply that. It actually created some problem in the middle here, but I think we can fix that pretty easily, I think. Well, you know what, let's try to do this ourselves. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, come on, alright, here's what I'm going to do. Let me drop this back to 2. So I'm going to take all of this one, press shift and E, and type in 1, and then let's apply this again. It's still happening. Let me see, let me just take that one, let me type in, let me reduce that back, let me press shift and S and choose Keza to select it, and let me see, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to apply the mirror modifier first. So let's apply the mirror, and then I'll apply the subdivision. I'm going to select this one and hide it. I'm going to take all of this, press X and delete the vertices. Now press Alt and H to bring everything back, and let's add back in the mirror modifier, and let's move that. Okay, it's the first one, so alright, so there we go. Now all that we have to do is, let me see, all that we have to do now is to take, let's add in another subdivision level at level 1, subdivision surface at level 1. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this, press I to insert the faces. Of course we have boundary enabled, so let's disable that, and let's enable individual as well. Now let's do this again. Alright, so I'm going to insert this to about, let me try, alright, so to about there, like that, and then I'm going to move it inward to, come on, to about there. Let me move it in a little bit more. That's too much. Why is this thing lagging so much? Let me just move it in a little bit. Alright, now let's click on object and select shade smooths. And I don't know, but it might actually be too much. Why is it happening like this in this area? Here's what I'm going to do. Let me take this and then that one. I'm going to press Ctrl and J to join them. Go into edit mode, and let me see. Let me just take all of these ones here. And I'm going to extrude it. Let me press F, and I want to extrude it up and outwards to about, let me get onto the side. So let me try that again. I'm going to press E, and I'm going to extrude that outwards, I think to about, come on, go in, I think to about, come on, to about this point right here, I think. Yeah, so to about that point, just extrude it in to about that point, and let me see, let me scale it in the z-axis. No, let me change the orientation back to global. I'm literally confused right now, but let me just press S and Z and scale this up to about this point, and I want to press X and delete the faces. Let me see what problem we have over here. I don't know. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll get onto the back, and I want to select all of these ones here in the middle. I think we have some faces going on there. I'll press X and delete the faces, like that. Now let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Alright, let me increase the merge limit to something like 0.0001. Yeah. So that should fix that area for us very nicely. Alright. Okay, good. So that's what I was looking to fix. Now let's take that area again. So let me just take all of this one, and I'll press Shift and N to recalculate the normals, just so it moves to the inside. And I'm going to do the same with this. Shift and N. And let's re-enable the subdivision surface. Alright, so there we go. You can see it's sitting right around it like that. That's what we're looking to achieve. Let's click on Object and select Shade Smooth. And there we go. So that is the glass piece. This actually took longer than I expected, but yeah, I think I could say it was actually worth it. Let's press Alt and H to bring everything back, and let's take a look at how that looks. Alright, it's looking pretty good, and I'm pretty sure that will actually do it for this, or maybe we still have a few more to go, I'm not sure, but I'll leave it like that. I think that's it. That's pretty much it. Unless you want to actually create those divides in the middle there, you can see we have something dividing here and there and there and there all the way to the middle. If you want to do that, you can do that. I might actually end up doing that off camera, but also I might actually not do it, but it's all up to you. I won't tell you, but I might actually do it or not, so you could also do it. It's up to you. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. Let me just zoom in, make sure the glass is looking good, and I think it is. So yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me just take a look at this. Oh yeah, one more thing. Let's rename this. I'm gonna take this, and first of all, let's take this. So I don't know the actual name for this, but this is what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it the trunk tail light. So trunk tail light. Trunk tail light. Let me see. Trunk tail light base. And let me just copy that. Press enter. And I'm gonna call this the trunk. Where is it? The trunk tail light glass. Let me hide that. I don't think we have anything. Okay, yeah, we have this one as well. Trunk tail light interior, like that. And there we go. So I'm gonna hide this, hide that, and there we go. So that's pretty much it. That'll pretty much do it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.